What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we are going to be ranking the 2024/2025 offenses. And obviously, as you guys can see on the left, we have a bunch of different options. We got no chance of making it to the playoffs or Super Bowl or doing good at all. We got 6 or less wins, 7 or more wins, and then 10 or more, and then you got playoff contenders and then Super Bowl contenders. For the Super Bowl, that's going to be obviously the really good teams. And then for playoff contenders, remember, this is my ranking, I'm going to put them as, I think they're going to make it to the playoffs, but I don't think they're good enough to win the Super Bowl. So, without further ado, let's get started with the Arizona Cardinals. They had the number 4 pick, and they got Marvin Harrison Jr., and out of the whole entire first round draft, they got Marvin Harrison Jr. at number 4 and Darius Robinson, a edge rusher, at pick 27. So I think I'm going to have to put them at 6 or less wins because I think they're going to get 6 wins. Next up, we got the Atlanta Falcons. And with the 8th pick, they got Michael Penix Jr., and that is their only pick in the first round. And I'm only going off of the first round. And so Michael Penix Jr., he's the backup probably to Kirk Cousins. They actually did pretty good last year, so I'm going to put them at 7 or more. Next up, we got the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens had the 30th pick in the first round, and he was a cornerback from Clemson, Nate Wiggins. I'm saying they are going to be Super Bowl contenders, especially with them now having Derrick Henry also. So that's going to higher their chances with the Super Bowl and playoffs. Next up, we got the Buffalo Bills. In the first round, the Buffalo Bills did not have a pick. They traded their pick away to someone else. So I think with just Josh Allen and Keon Coleman, I don't really think that they're really going to do that good. Super Bowl contenders, I really don't think they are. Because with them getting rid of Stephon Diggs, I'm probably going to have to put them at 7 or more. And obviously 7 or more means they're medium. They're not really good, but they're medium. And then 10 or more is really good. Now, don't worry about this one. The 10 or more, I kind of put that one there by accident, so I could delete that one. So this is now what it looks like. Next up, we got the Carolina Panthers. And with their first draft pick, they got the 32nd pick, and they got a wide receiver out of South Carolina, Xavier Legette. And with them having Bryce Young as their quarterback, they're going to do pretty bad, 6 or less. I just have a feeling. Now, next up, we got the Chicago Bears. And with their first pick, with the first pick in the NFL draft, they got Caleb Williams, quarterback from USC, and Rome Odunze from Washington, a wide receiver. And those were their 2 picks. And they also got Keenan Allen and DeAndre Swift. I think they're a 7 or more win team. I think they're going to do pretty good. And next up, and yes, I'm going a little fast here. I don't know why, but I am. Next up, we got the Cincinnati Bengals. With their 18th pick, they got a offensive tackle, Amarius Mims from Georgia, and that was their only pick. With Joe Burrow / Eminem and Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, I think they are a playoff contender. Next up, we got the Cleveland Browns, and their pick in the first round, they did not have one. They traded their pick away. So their pick was traded. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out who they traded with. I can't find it. Hold on. Oh, so Cleveland traded through Houston, and Houston traded through Minnesota. So that's how that one happened. But so Cleveland, I don't think they're really gonna do that good, but they actually played pretty good. So I'm gonna put them at 7 or more. Then we got the Dallas Cowboys. With their pick in the draft, they got the 29th pick. They got an offensive tackle, Tyler Goyton, from Oklahoma. Obviously, they're a playoff contender. They always say it's their year, but it's never their year. Next up, we got the Denver Broncos. They got the 12th pick, and they got Bo Nix, a quarterback from Oregon, and that was their only pick. Honestly, I could see them being a 7 or more win team. So I hope you guys like and subscribe if you made it this far. Next up, we got the Detroit Lions. And with their pick, they got the 24th pick. They got a cornerback from Alabama, Terrion Arnold, and that was their only pick. Obviously, they are a Super Bowl contender in my opinion. I think they are a Super Bowl contender. Next up, we got the Green Bay Packers. And with their pick, they had the 25th pick, and they got an offensive tackle from Arizona, Jordan Morgan. And that was their only pick. I think Jordan Love was, just paid way too much. I think 7 or more, maybe. Because they somehow did that kind of good. And next up, we got the Houston Texans. And with their pick, they did not get anyone, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they did not pick up anyone. So I think with C.J. Stroud, Stephon Diggs, Joe Mixon, they are most definitely a Super Bowl contender. Next up, we got the Indianapolis Colts. And with their 15th pick, they got Laiatu Latu, a edge rusher from UCLA, and that was their only pick. Honestly, I really don't think they're going to do that good. 6 or less wins, personally. Now, next up, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars, and with their pick in the first round, they got Brian Thomas Jr., a wide receiver from LSU, and that was their only pick. And honestly, with who they have, what's his name from New England, Mac Jones, I really don't think they're gonna do that good. And they got Gabe Davis. I could say 6 or less. Next up, we got the Kansas City Chiefs, and with their pick, they got the 28th pick, and they got Xavier Worthy, a wide receiver from Texas. Obviously, they are a Super Bowl contender. Next up, we got the Las Vegas Raiders. And with their pick, they had the 13th pick, and they got Brock Bowers, a tight end from Georgia. And if you guys saw on NFL, they just put Gardner Minshew as their starter. Gardner Minshew is not good, but Brock Bowers is good, so I could say that they're going to have at least 7 wins. Next up, we got the Chargers, and with their pick, they had the 5th pick, and they got Joe Alt, a offensive tackle from Notre Dame, and that was their only pick. Now, Justin Herbert, he's hurt, so he's probably going to be gone for a while. And honestly, they got rid of basically their whole entire receiver core, so I'm just going to say 6 or less. And now we're nearing the end. Next up, we got the Rams, and with their pick, they had the 19th pick, and they got an edge rusher from Florida State, Jared Verse, and that was their only pick. So, with Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, I would say they are definitely a playoff contender again. So, next up, we got the Miami Dolphins, and the Dolphins had the 21st pick. They got Chop Robinson out of Penn State. He is a edge rusher, and that is their only pick. obviously playoff contender. Tyreek Hill, uh, Jalen Waddle, Tua, they're obviously a playoff contender. Next up, we got the Minnesota Vikings, and the Minnesota Vikings had the 10th pick, and they got J.J. McCarthy, a quarterback out of Michigan. But J.J. McCarthy just got hurt, and he's going to be out for the season. And also, with the 17th pick, they got Dallas Turner from Alabama, edge rusher. So with their brand new starting quarterback out and Sam Darnold now in, I really don't think that they're going to do good. So I'm going to say like 6 wins. Also with Jay Jettas. So next up, we got the New England Patriots. And with the 3rd pick, they got a quarterback out of North Carolina, Drake May. And I'm pretty sure, that was their only pick. So I think Drake May, he's going to do okay. I'm going to put them at 7 or more. Next up, we got the New Orleans Saints. And with their pick, they got the 14th pick, a offensive tackle out of Oregon State, Talisi Fuaga. Yeah, close enough. And with Derek Carr, Chris Olave, I really don't think they're really going to do that good. I'm going to say 6 or less. Next up, we got the New York Giants. With the 6th pick, they got Malik Nabers, a wide receiver out of LSU, and that is their only pick. And with Daniel Jones and no more Saquon Barkley, and that's basically it. I could see them getting 6 or less because Daniel Jones isn't really that good. Next up, we got the New York Jets, and the Jets had the 11th pick, and they got an offensive tackle out of Penn State, and they got Olu Fashanu, and that was their only pick in the draft. I'm going to say, well, who's their quarterback now? I don't even know who their quarterback is. It's probably right there, but I just can't remember it. You guys could tell me in the comment section below, but I just completely forgot who their quarterback is. Because Zach Wilson's now with Denver, so he's gone. And I really think that the Jets are definitely a playoff contender. Now, next up, we got the Philadelphia Eagles. And with their pick, they got the 22nd pick, a cornerback out of Toledo, Quinion Mitchell, and that was their only pick. So I really think that they're kind of going to do okay. I'm probably going to put them out a playoff contender, even though they might lose again. And next up, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers had the 20th pick, and they got a offensive guard out of Washington, Troy Fatuna, and that was their only pick. And I think with Kenny Pickett gone, and now with Justin Fields and Russell Wilson and George Pickens, I think they're probably a 7 or more win team. Next up, we got the San Francisco 49ers. They had the 31st pick, and they got a wide receiver out of Florida, Ricky Parcell, and obviously Super Bowl contender. Next up, we got the Seattle Seahawks, and the Seattle Seahawks had the 16th pick. They got Byron Murphy II out of Texas. He's a D tackle, and that was their only pick. I think with Sam Hartman and Seattle might not know if they want to pay Geno Smith again. I think they're going to be 6 or less. Next up, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Tampa Bay Buccaneers had the 26th pick, and they got a center at a Duke, Graham Barton. And I think with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and Rachaad White, Baker Mayfield, I think they're going to go crazy, and they're definitely a playoff contender again. Next up, we got the Tennessee Titans. They got the 7th pick, and they got J.C. Latham, a offensive tackle out of Alabama, and that was their only pick. Honestly, no, 6 or less. And last but not least, we got the Washington Commanders, who had the second pick in the draft, and they got Jaden Daniels, a quarterback out of LSU, and that was their only pick. And I think they are definitely a 7 or more win team. So I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and have a good day. Bye.